King Cole reporting for Weasel News. Here we're going to be taking a look at the press conference that the police department alongside EMS just held moments ago. Let's take a look.
Got a couple announcements to make. First up, as you can see, we are located into a new department temporarily. I do have the, let's see here, Mr. Hank Dunsworth, State Building Inspector, also the Davis PD IT Technician, also a psychiatrist in the making, I believe. Also a potential junior ranger. Hank, you want to come up here and just give a bit of information about why we're switching departments here?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We hear you.
As he said, my name is Hank Dunsworth. I'm the state building inspector, and some of you are probably wondering why this brand new police station is commissioned immediately. That's because MRPD was a shithole.
I need water too.
We found lots of asbestos in the insulation, lead in the pipes, and lots of structural issues down the basement with columns due to poor driving and police hitting them. This brand new Davis station is equipped with state-of-the-art technology, including Windows 7 on all the computers. It's got taskbars on all the internet browsers, Bluetooth connectivity. Yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, and really, really sharp spikes there on the holding cells to your all's immediate. What would that be? Your left. So don't
May
try to
notice a
climb out.
suspect in there as well. So if y'all want to shame him as you leave, feel free to do so. That is the purpose of the new cell.
Yep. Go ahead and shame him publicly as you leave.
Yo.
Okay, I think that wraps it up for me. I'll be
Appreciate
around
it,
for more
Hank.
questions.
Yeah, appreciate it. Okay, let's keep this moving. We'll keep questions coming at the end, okay? We'll leave a little section. We do have a bigger announcement to make. As you can see, I do have two EMTs here to my left and right. We would like to announce a bit of a change in terms of EMS for the city. As of this moment, EMS will be merging into the PD, the joint PD for it. This has a lot of intricates and ins and outs to it and a lot of background stuff, but the thing you need to know as citizens is that EMS is not going to be a sub-department of the PD. It is more of a sister department. While they will be merging closer together, EMTs are by no means in any way an LEO, a law enforcement officer, and vice versa. Same applies. They're still separate in their roles. They're still separate in their jobs and how they're treated. On top of this, while Holy High Command within the Joint Police Department will be overseeing things, we will be working here closely with the newly appointed Chief Medical Officer to my right here, Mr. Matteo Lucetti. If you'd like to say a few words.
Sure. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. Again, my name is Dr. Matteo Lucetti. I'm a trauma doctor at Pillbox Medical. I want to say thank you to Sheriff for appointing me to this new position. We definitely look forward to working closely with the PD. We look forward to this transition. As well as I would like to thank Jay Theory for all of his hard work he put into EMS as chief, as well as Nicole Dumont for all the work that she put in. I don't think she can be here tonight. With that being said, under the new leadership and ranking patterns, Jay Theory is going to be assuming the rank of captain, and Nicole will be stepping into the rank of paramedic. As of today, we will be disbanding the fire rescue department. We will strictly be EMS and medically related only. We will no longer be running fire calls as well. At that point, I'm going to go ahead and hand it back over to the sheriff. He has a couple things he'd like to say to you.
There's a couple things we would like to make you aware of in terms of policy changes, as well as just general things that will be changing for you as citizens. Like I said before, a lot is going to change for the EMTs. However, we don't need to go over that here. The main things you need to be concerned about are as follows. Two topics here. The first one is that EMTs will now be responding to every situation, regardless of location. Now, when I say that, I do not mean that they will be treating. There's a little bit here in terms of assessing the situation. If the EMT deems that there is no sort of safe landing space, or if the area is not accessible by a 4x4 vehicle, such as on the side of Chiliad, then unfortunately that is just going to be the way it is. As well as this, we will be attempting some sorts of ocean rescues if needed. However, if there is not a certain EMT on duty for Air 1 or any sort of ocean vehicle, then unfortunately those will stay as they stand as well. Like I said, these will be assessed per situation. You will at least see EMTs responding more to those situations. They will not just be blanket denied, if that makes sense, under any sort of assumption. Okay, let's see here. We do have another important thing to make you aware of. We know that not everyone, for some reason, likes to be treated and likes to be fully treated. Not everyone likes to spend time getting the proper treatment in terms of surgeries. We understand some of you are psychopaths. That is okay. We are implementing a policy and a procedure in place to speed up that process for you in terms of your treatment if you would like to. It will, however, come at some form of a cost. I'll explain it. If anyone has any questions on it at the end, we will leave plenty of space for it. But the general gist of it is, if you are to be injured and an EMT is to come upon you, the EMT will take you back to pillbox if needed. Of course, you'll be assessed if it is to be something such as gunshot wounds or something critical. You'll be brought back and the EMT will assess. However, before issuing any sort of treatment, the EMT will first attempt to discover if you have any form of medical insurance. Now, you do not have to pay for any medical insurance. It is just a term used here, but it will come to light as you are treated more often. It will become clear. The general gist of it is, if you do have medical insurance on you, the EMT will give you a full treatment. He will be given a full surgery as the EMT sees fit, whether that is with a doctor or with a paramedic. It will depend on the situation at hand. As well as this, you will receive a breakdown of the treatment that was issued. If anyone has been around with Mr. Lucetti here, Dr. Lucetti even, they may have received some form of that. That will become the standard for those kinds of situations, especially those long surgeries. Now, if you were to not have any form of medical insurance on you, the process will be a bit quicker. It will be essentially sort of in the line of, instead of getting surgery for your gunshot wounds, we'll probably just staple them up. Or we'll use super glue, something like that. We'll just give you a quick treatment. You will get charged for the time that you spend there, as your medical insurance, of course, will not cover you if you're not getting fully treated. So as such, you will receive a full breakdown of the cost and why you were being charged what you were being charged, and then you'll be sent on your way. So for example, like I said, if someone gets stabbed with a knife, that person is for some reason insane enough to not get fully treated and wishes to just get back out on the streets, treat it themselves and get infected. They're clear to do so now. They just have to, deny any form of medical insurance, and their process in pillbox will be a little bit quicker. This does not apply in any form of on-field treatment or anything like that. If you were still shot, you would always be brought back to pillbox for assessment, stuff like that. However, once you get to pillbox, if you choose to deny any form of full medical treatment, you can do so by not presenting any medical insurance. Let's keep this moving. Dr. Lucetti, you have any final words to say before I move this on a little bit?
I don't think I'm good. Captain Theory, you have anything to say before we move on?
I mean, I would just like to say that I'm really excited for this to happen. This is a thing that we never knew we always needed. So from this going on, this is just the beginning of EMS, guys. This is the beginning of us all working together, PD and EMS, and you guys should be excited just as we are.
I would like to inform you of one more thing before we open up to questions. If anyone needs any clarification on anything, we'll be available for a little bit after the press conference, as well as you can just ask them now. But I would like to make you all aware of a primary suspect in a pretty large attempted first-degree murder case we are investigating involving the commissioner, who is currently ICU'd. I just want to make that public knowledge. An eyeball is missing. An abdomen has been stabbed. As of this moment, we'll be conducting a manhunt for one Rob Nelson. If you do happen to come across him, please be careful. He's an escaped lifer. It's highly dangerous. There's already a pending warrant out on the police blotter, but I do want to make you all aware of the increased charges being brought against him and the situation at hand. With that said, does anyone have any questions on anything spoken about today? If so, I guess raise your hand. It might be hard to see you from up here, but try our best. Hell yeah. I must have explained things pretty fucking well. Hell yeah.
You did.
Now, of course, anything that we said today, as well as the medical insurance stuff coming into play, will be reassured to you and restated to you by the EMTs for quite a while.
Shut up.
And when you get brought to pillbox or anything like that, they'll fully inform you of that, just to reassure you. I do believe Sergeant Kate has something to say, though. You want to come up here, Kate?
Yeah, make room for me, fellas. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay, so we have recently implemented our PR and media department, where we are making public a lot of the information that we have as far as arrests and things of that nature go. And any feedback you guys have on aspects of that nature would be greatly appreciated.
If anyone wants to leave any sort of feedback at the end, please speak to one of our officers or even directly to Cade here. any sort of suggestions or anything like that are truly appreciated. Or even if you want to email them or something like that, once again, they'll be appreciated. All right, I think that's going to conclude it. Appreciate y'all coming out. There's no free coffee or anything like that. Just, get the fuck out of here, I guess.
Get the fuck out of my department.
Yeah, get out of here.
Okay, and that is going to do it for that there press conference. Take care, brush your hair. King Cole, Weasel News.